Hi there, I'm Miriam and welcome to Miriam's Manor. So today I have put together a garden video for you guys. I will be walking you through what I use to fertilize my garden, as well as just giving you a quick tour to let you see how everything is coming along here in my Arizona desert garden. I actually shot this video about 3 weeks ago, but because of all of the Christmas videos I was posting, I got a little bit behind on my garden videos. That's why I'm in different clothes today than I was 3 weeks ago. So check it out and let me know if you guys have any questions. So today I am fertilizing. I am mixing up all of the ingredients that I have added from these 5 bags in this picture you can see in this top left corner, and I'm mixing them all together, and I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of everything that I've put in here. So first I put in 2 cups of fertilizer, 1 cup of gypsum, and a half of cup of bone meal, blood meal, and soil acidifier. Now, I don't always use the soil acidifier, only when needed, but I did test my soil and my acidity level was really low, so that's why I'm adding it this time around. So I'm going to finish mixing this up really good so that all of this is blended really well together. And by the way, I did buy all of the products that I showed you at Lowe's. So now I'm just going to take my mixture that I've blended all together and sprinkle some on top of my soil. And I am trying to be really careful not to get any of this mixture on my leaves, so I'm just going to kind of move them out of my way as needed. I'm going to continue this on throughout the rest of my beds and then give it a good water to water all of this mixture into the soil. So now that the work is complete, let me give you guys a quick tour and run through with you how everything is doing in the garden. My big basil is still doing great. My purple basil is starting to change color because it's not getting enough sun, but it'll be fine come spring again. The mint and the onions are both doing well. My onions are definitely getting longer week by week, but they're still really skinny, so I'm hoping they will thicken up sometime soon. I would actually like to harvest them in 30 days. My peas are doing great. They have really shot up into this trellis. It might be hard for you to tell, but at this point, that tall one is about 3.5 feet tall. Squash plants are still doing okay. Those are the 2 on the left side. I did lose one in the middle though. These 2 little babies in the corner here that offered themselves up, the Brussels sprouts and bell pepper, are still the same size as they were a few weeks ago. This zucchini plant is definitely thickening up and getting bigger, and my bell pepper actually started producing again. So let me move these leaves out of the way and you can see this bell pepper growing here. One is beginning to bud and just starting to come out of the flower right there. And then all of these other flowers that you see will end up turning into fruit here. So that is going to be really exciting. So my kale plants are still doing fantastic. I love the way they look and they taste even better. My kids and I have started to pick off of these, so I'm really hoping that they will keep up with the growth as much as we are picking it off to eat. This tomato plant is still doing great. It's always the one that produces the most fruit for me, and it's got several clusters of tomatoes growing on it right now. You guys, one thing that I am so excited about, because I've been telling you how I've been so conflicted about my tomato plant that I've lovingly named Big Daddy. So this tomato plant right here is Big Daddy, and he has not produced any fruit for me, even though he's been in the ground about 6 months, and I've been debating to leave him, take him out, and I'm so thankful that I decided to leave him because look, I finally have my first buds on this tomato plant, and there are several throughout this plant that I've been able to spot. So this is really exciting because this plant was literally like 2 weeks away from being pulled out of the ground, and there's another one there. And now I'm going to keep him in and see what he decides to produce. My 3 little bundles of cilantro here are still thin, but it's okay because I have another pot of them growing that is doing really good. These are my carrots here, and they are definitely starting to thicken up, and these stems are getting bigger, so this is really exciting. I'm hoping in the next month or so I'll be able to pull these out of the ground. You guys, I have caterpillars in my garden, and they are feasting on all of my lettuce. So this is my spinach, and they were doing so well, but the caterpillars have really had a field day with all my lettuces. And this is my salad bowl lettuce. This one right here on the right is the only one that is kind of grown up, even though it's still rather thin. But the rest of these guys back here are being devoured by the caterpillars. My cucumber plant is still thriving. I've got tons of cucumbers all over the place in various stages of growth growing on this thing. So far, I've been able to pick off about 10 cucumbers, and they're averaging anywhere from 6 inches to 11 inches in length, depending on just when I need a cucumber to pull it. But they're really thick around, so even the short ones go a really long way because they're so thick. So this is my sweet potato plant, and it's been in the ground over 6 months, and it started flowering about a month ago. And I want to just pull one of them out because I'm so curious to see how it is coming along. So they definitely were not done yet. They are little bitty sprigs, and they never got an opportunity to thicken up. So this is a good experience for me. This is my very first time growing sweet potatoes. I wasn't really sure what to expect, how to tell truly when they were done. I've heard so many people say pull them a month after they flower. And then I heard other people say wait until all the leaves die off. So next time I will just wait until the leaves look like they're dying off so that I can make sure that it is done. There are a few little babies on here that I could use, but most of these will not be edible. So this is what my garden gave me today, and I'm really grateful that every day I get to go to my backyard and pick food for my family and I that we can share and enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and really quick, I just want to give you a status update on how Big Daddy is doing because as I mentioned, I shot this original footage about 3 weeks ago, and the little buds that I showed you on him have definitely grown up into beautiful tomatoes. They are still growing, but they're making really good progress so far. And I'm so thankful that I decided to be a little bit more patient and leave him in the ground just a few more weeks longer, because not only have those little buds grown up so nicely, the tomato plant is producing so much fruit right now. I'm actually shocked. It's December 17th today, and the plant itself is producing so many little buds of fruit. So this is really exciting to still be able to produce fruit and have a harvest in the middle of winter in Arizona. And I just want to give you guys a quick thank you for hanging out with me today and checking out my garden. And I hope to see you back soon. But until then, may your life and your garden produce good fruit. Bye.